Now, if you are the only person pulling, you can wrap it around your hand, give yourself a little bit extra leverage. I also really like
using the tree.
You can use the tree too. I also do this, where I kind of make just a little knot. Not
you have to get it this tight?
I do no, you need it tight.
You need it tight.
I do like an overhand kind of thing, and then loop it around like where my belt goes, and then I can kind of use my hips to pull back.
Okay.
It's kind of, it's not easy to tighten it very much.
I'd imagine just tie that around your body and push up against the tree with,
So, right now it's pretty tight. I could probably walk on it. Yeah, that's good.
I was going to say, who knows?
Well, I can do it. Yeah, so that's about right. Oh, you want to be careful. You don't want your carabiners to be...
You don't want them to slip?
You don't want the gates to stay open.
Oh, no, that would be bad.
That's fine. It's okay. The way that this is set up, it's not going to fall out of the gates or anything. It's just a safety precaution. But right now, this is enough to walk around, do your thing. To walk on it, since your video is taping anyways.
Yeah.
Easiest way: stand next to the line, stronger leg on the side of the line. Step up, push down with your hand to bring the line down to where you can get your foot on it.
And stand.
This line is a little bit high, so...
Yeah, I know.
And bring your other foot in close to the line, and then it's kind of like walking up really tall stairs. You have to really push off that bottom foot. So I'm not really putting that much pressure on the line yet. It's not until I get to that point where I'm more than halfway up, and my body weight is up above the line. So once I kick off from this foot, then I push down, and you keep your knees soft. You don't want to lock your knees out.
Because you can't change your balance if you...
Yeah, you won't have any balance that way. So, knees soft, try to keep your back straight, and it helps if you concentrate on your core. If you strengthen, if you tighten your abdominal muscles and think about your abs and keeping your body weight over the line, it'll go way better. Chances are when you first try it, your leg will shake uncontrollably. It'll help if you have somebody sitting on the line. So like, if I'm like this, stand up here, it'll be easier for you because the line won't shake as much.
Yeah, and it'll already be taught.
You'll be doing it on your own.
Right.
It takes maybe about a week or two of a little bit of practice in order to
for your brain to adapt.
Well, in order for the little muscles in your foot to get used to the motion, and to and for you to get over that initial fear, and then you'll stop shaking on your own. You won't even notice it anymore.
Yeah.
And then always center of gravity. Your entire body's your counterweight, so center of gravity stays over the line at all times.
Because if it doesn't,
then
you're going to go off the line.
And also, another trick for if you're walking, you start to lose your balance or something, try to bend your knees more. Dad! That's funny.
Random Otosan?
Yeah. Bend your knees and bring your center of mass down to the line. And then
that's an interesting way to get off.
Help correct your balance. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of space that we can still tighten the line. Tighter the line, the more bouncing tricks you can do. If it's looser, then it's harder. It's harder for your core, but it's a really good workout. And it'll be way hard to keep your balance that way. So,
because it'll fly to an extreme.
So you can always get it, tighter. And then the more people you have, the easier it is to pull on this.
Well, yeah.
And but yeah, you can do this stuff and whatever. Just if you have multiple people pulling on the line and somebody's behind you, never do this.
Because you'll crush your hand.
It'll really hurt. So never wrap the line around your hand unless you're the only person or the very last person.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and the other thing about the reason that I said you can get 6 carabiners and make it a little easier is
cheap type.
So if you have 2 more carabiners, which you do, is you have one carabiner here, you fold another clove hitch like
Yeah.
this one, and just like this, set it on the end of the carabiner, and then get another carabiner and like put it somewhere on the anchor, or
Yeah.
get another anchor on the tree.
So it's closing in at 2 points?
And then it wraps. So carabiner here, wraps this way, comes back, wraps the other way. You essentially have made a second pulley. So with each time that you pull it, not only are you pulling
one side,
this distance closer,
yeah,
but the carabiner here is also pulling on this knot, so it's tightening it
twice as fast.
Twice as easily. Yeah. So that's why having 2 extra carabiners can be easier. I didn't bring any extra though, so I can't show you exactly how that works. But you understand what I mean.
I can vaguely understand, yeah.
So basically, if you put like a second carabiner either on this or on this, wherever, just on a solid thing attached to the anchor. Another carabiner here, clove hitch. Now the other thing, you don't want it to be down here because then you're only going to be able to pull that much. Have it up here close to the other carabiner.
Okay.
That way you have this full distance to go. So clove hitch on this one, wrap, come back, so you're pulling in the same direction as if you were just doing this, and it'll make it way easier.
Really? It's kind of slipping out there, but...
Yeah, it's okay though.
So that's pretty much the basics. I just have to be able to repeat that.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of practice, making clove hitches and stuff.
Yeah.
You can get a little length of rope or play around. You can have your anchors with you in your school bag and then just like practice doing this.
Yeah.
It's so easy. You just fold it over and you're done.
Okay.
It's a super simple thing, and I mean, this is the easiest knot that you can do. There's other ways that you can do it that involve, you have 2 carabiners here, 2 carabiners here, and it makes a Z, and then you have to tie it off because that's not self-tightening. This one, the friction of the line on itself is actually what's holding it in place.
Got it.
It's very strong. It's just not as easy to tighten down.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, it's basically, once you get used to the motion, it's just a matter of conquering the fear associated with doing new things.
Yeah.